Hello, welcome to Manning Regional Art Gallery. We're really missing having visitors coming into the gallery, but we thought we'd do a video to show you what we've got on at the moment. We're showing the 2019 Doug Moran Portrait Prize, which is a fantastic exhibition, so I'll take you through some of the works. This is the winning work for the Doug Moran Portrait Prize. It's painted by an artist named Watt, and it's of a well-known Australian music artist, Robert Foster, who was in the Go-Betweens, a really famous indie band. And it's an intriguing work. It actually almost feels like it's vibrating in front of you. The way the artist has put the marks down on the canvas, it's just almost like a magical construction of the paint just working together with the colours and the shapes, and it's vibrating, which is sort of a really interesting way to think of it, seeing as he's a musician. It's not necessarily a really great likeness of Robert Foster, but the judges were really impressed by the way that he'd used the vibration and the different techniques to create this portrait. This work here is a really popular work with visitors. It's by an artist named Michael Zavros, who's a Queensland artist, and he's really well known for his hyper-realism and detail in his work. It's a picture of his son next to a car that's been sideswiped, and it's just a beautiful composition of lights and darks, blacks and whites and greys. A very simple colour palette, but beautifully rendered, and the detail is just absolutely amazing. So these two works over here are by artists that have actually won our Naked and Nude Art Prize in previous years. This work's by Robert Mulherb, who won the Art Prize in 2015. And he is really well known for his really gestural brush painterly style, with lots of paint and really quite dynamic strokes. So, and then the really bright yellow background just makes the figures stand out amazingly. This work here is by Dagmar Surula. She won the Art Prize in 2017, and it's always a pleasure to have her work in our gallery. Dagmar is a very traditional painter in many ways, and she uses a very restricted colour palette, as you can see here, which is a really interesting way for an artist to work, with restricting themselves to colour so that they can get a really interesting play on lights and darks and shadows. This work here is one of my favourites. It's by Paul Ryan, who was in the Archibald Prize, has been in the Archibald Prize a number of times. And this work is of the actor Noah Taylor, but it's a really interesting way that he's painted it. He's used an old op-shop fine painting and actually painted Noah's portrait over the top of this old landscape. But the way he's distorted the face is quite amazing. As you walk past the painting, it's almost as if the painting is three-dimensional and it's coming in and out of the canvas, and it's just an amazing technique. I'm not sure how he's done it, but it's quite intriguing.